Hi everyone, my name's Chloe. I'm the dietitian here at Optimum Health Solutions. I cover our Blacktown, Thornley and our Croydon studios. You've seen me a few times in these previous videos talking to you about various conditions and how you can manage it yourself. But what I thought we'd have a chat about today is what to actually expect if you come in for a consultation. There seems to be a lot of misconceptions out there about dietitians and what we do. So I thought today I'd just give you a really quick overview of what a consultation would look like. So a lot of people think that when they come to see a dietitian that we're going to give you a meal plan. We're going to give you something that says you have this on Monday, this on Tuesday, this on Wednesday, and that you could just go away and follow the plan and be done with it. Now that's not the case. The reason we don't do that is because we all have different tastes, we all have different preferences, we all have different constraints on our time, on our budget. So what works for you may not work for another person. So what we prefer to do is use a combination of evidence-based therapies, so looking at the recommendations that have the biggest evidence base out there, looking at guidelines and working with you to find something that suits your lifestyle, your budget, your preferences, that's also tailored to your condition and is based on those evidence-based recommendations. So, for example, someone who has diabetes, what we would do in a session like that is we'd get you to, when you'd come in, we'd start having a bit of a conversation about your goals. So we'd have a bit of a chat to you, figure out why you've come in, what you're hoping to achieve, and what being healthy and having success means for you in the long run. To then figure out a plan and tailor something to you, we have to get a lot of information. So we go through everything from what your day-to-day lifestyle is like, what your exercise routine is like, whether you're the one doing the cooking, whether you're living with other people, all of those factors. We go through what your normal eating pattern is like. And then what we'll do is I'll kind of pick out the areas that I think need to be improved, and we'll give you some education. So the education part of the session is probably the most important part of any dietitian consultation. With someone like diabetes, there's a huge number of topics that need to be covered in order to help you manage your condition properly. So in a diabetes consultation, we'd look at anything from managing portions to educating you on carbohydrates, what they are, how much to have, how to distribute it evenly through your day, the difference between high GI, low GI, good and bad carbs. We might look at how to manage your hunger during the day, so what you can eat and when you can eat to stop you getting hungry. We might look at food timings, we'll look at helping you read labels, we can look at snack options, even looking at strategies to help you manage your time, to help you with time management, so that you can prepare and shop and get healthy meals on the table. Now, there's a lot of information on that, so obviously we're not going to try and cover all of that in one session. We might pick the 2 or 3 most pertinent topics out of that to cover in the first session, and then leave the rest on the table to cover later on down the track, which is why your review sessions become really, really important. At the end of each session, after we've done that basic education, what we'll work with you is based on the goals that we've discussed earlier. We'll set you a couple of key things to focus on. So if we've looked at portions, the key thing that you might focus on is, making sure that you've got the right amount of carbs, protein and veggies in each meal, that you're eating regularly, and that you're drinking enough water. And that might be just the 3 things that you focus on in that meal. We're not going to try and change everything in one go because that can be really, really overwhelming. So what we're going to do is, like I said, set you those couple of goals to focus on, and then the next time we come in, we'll assess whether you've been able to make those changes or not. If you've done well, then we'll progress those goals and we'll focus on something else. If you haven't been able to meet those goals, then we'll look at why. We might do some troubleshooting, maybe either reduce those or set you something else to try and help you meet those targets as you go forward. So basically the idea of seeing a dietitian with someone who has diabetes would be to help manage your blood sugar levels, prevent progression to medication or to insulin over the long term. So in order to get that long-term improvement, you've got to be able to manage the condition on your own. So that would be my goal, would be to give you the information and the skills you need to manage your condition on your own. Okay, so that's just a really quick snapshot of what a diabetes education session would look like, or what to expect if you're coming to see a dietitian at Optimum to help you manage your diabetes. If you have any questions or any concerns, give us a call, see if you can talk to someone, or send us an email, or get in touch with us through any of the links on this page. And hopefully we'll see you in a clinic sometime soon. Thanks, guys.